Hey yo everybody, it's Joel from Joel's Comics Corner. It's Monday, so that means it's time for another Indians episode. So that means we're going to talk about Bongo Comics, which means we're going to talk about one of my favorite animated series, The Simpsons. Now, The Simpsons is the longest rated TV show in history. They're over 700 episodes, which is pretty cool. They started in the year 1989. I was just entering high school when they uh, started. And then in the summer of 1990, I saw my first Simpsons episode because they we did not have the channel at the time, and once the Fox became on to regular TV, I was able to enjoy watching The Simpsons way back in 1990. So the first Simpson comic I'm gonna show you is number 37. So the Simpsons comics ran from like 1999 all the way up to 2018, which is pretty a long run for Bongo Comics. Unfortunately, they're no longer making Simpsons comics, so they are getting harder, few between, to get to find Simpsons comics. So this is pretty cool, fun cover with Grandpa. Uh, Spray painting white load on Chief Wiggum's butt, which is he's pretending he's a teen and trying to do some mischief like Bart Simpson always does. So this came out in July of 2003 or 2000. 2000. So this is a very old comic. So it is in in near mint condition because I try and keep all my comics in the best condition possible. But what a fun cover! The sky is blue. The Chief Wiggum's out trying to catch the so-called bad guys, but they're getting away with everything, especially with Grandpa there, and the Chief is not understanding what's going on. So it's pretty funny. So yes, this is from 1998. Just a fun issue. I mean, if you're having a bad day or something, just read a Simpson comic. You can find them online as well. So next one I want to show you is actually from the year 2000. So 24 years ago, this comic came out, issue number 53, titled Beer Boys, which means Homer and the gang are going drinking, and which is why he does not appear in this issue. So it's just a really fun comic to read, and March is like, oh no, here we go again. So she's concerned that Homer's drinking and doing some shenanigans, and it's just so much fun. So, what type of Simpsons comics do you have, if any? I know they are harder to find, and I do find them in the wild sometimes, but they can be expensive now because they are just that much harder. So, what do you guys think of The Simpsons? The covers are so much fun because they're just trying to prevent that fun sense of humor in it. So, did you know the show was created by Matt Groening, who is himself, I guess, he was middle aged at the time. He's now a little bit older because the Simpsons have been going on for 35 seasons, which is pretty incredible. So it's just a fun animated show to watch, and it is on Disney if you don't have any of the DVDs or whatever. So, but yes, he created the Simpsons after his own family, believe it or not, which is I did not know that either. So there's lots of things I didn't know how the Simpsons created. So I thought I share some of these fun-filled facts for you in these segments. So here's another one, issue number 73, from the year 2002. So again, almost 20 years ago, this comic came out. I can't believe it may not look like it's a 20-year-old comic, but it is. The cover's nice and flat. There's no creases or anything. So King of the Nerds. Out of all the nerdy people they shown over the years for the characters, who do you think is the nerdiest? Is it Lisa? Is it Millhouse? Is it Database? There's so many different concepts of what they call nerds and what Nelson beats up at school. We know Wiggum isn't really a nerd, but he just gets big beat up. But so there's so many of these. There's the professor guy here. I don't know all of these characters. I forget some of them because they're so not featured in all of them. So it's not hard to remember all the characters in there. But a lot of the main voice actors play a lot of these characters, which is cool as well. But did you know there was a strike way back when, because the actors weren't getting paid enough. So once the strike settled, they ended up getting paid a lot more per episode, which even at the time I did not know that they were getting not quite what they wanted. And so, like everything else, sometimes you need to go on strike if you're not getting fairly paid. Just recently, the writer strike just ended this last summer, and it was the same thing. So it sucks when people go on strike, because it definitely disrupts things and TV seasons, and it's just not all the way fun. And now with social media, it's easier to know what's going on with this sort of thing. So, my next fact is, like I said, The Simpsons has 762 episodes, and it's still going long and hard. So it's still, who knows? Maybe they'll go up to 1,000 episodes, which would be pretty cool. So, and there has been several guest voice actors in The Simpsons too. We all know Sideshow Bob, who plays by Kelsey Grammer, and the voice for Krusty the Clown. Hey, hey! He's one of my favorite characters on the show. He's always down in the dumps, but there's some not some. There's always been some discontinuity in the show, because one episode there was where way early in the show where he couldn't read, and then other times he's showing where he can read. So we don't know why he, in the first episode, that one episode where he claims he couldn't read, but then later on he can read. So there's kind of miscontinuations along there. So there's some not continue timelines that are doesn't make a whole lot of sense. So, but yes, Simpsons are such a fun cartoon animated show, whatever you call it, and I enjoy talking about The Simpsons, and I also enjoy reading The Simpsons. These comics are so fun to read. These comics usually take place in between episodes, or they just don't make a lot of sense in between the episodes. So, did you know that they own a dog named Santa's Little Helper and a cat named Snowball? And eventually Snowball 2, Snowball 3, but they just decided to shorten it to just Snowball. So, the Simpsons have animals. They have 3 kids. They're just a normal American family, trying to work and survive like we all are right now. So, don't forget to hit like and follow that button. And in conclusion, The Simpsons are just a fun cartoon to watch. Enjoy it. Read The Simpsons. Play the video games. The video games are just as fun. I know I do. I got the Simpsons arcade, one-off arcade, and I enjoy talking Simpsons with you guys. So let's have fun, talk about comics, and collect what you like. Don't let me or anybody else tell you what to collect. I collect many different things. Thanks, everybody. Have a great week.